Hi friends, my name is Ratan, the Java trainer. So I'm working for DURGASOFT solutions. In the last videos we covered OOPS concepts, Java class concept, exception handling. Most all videos are completed. So in this video we will discuss about the string operations, string manipulations like string data. So in the string manipulations, generally we discuss the four classes. The class number 1 is the string class. The class number 2 is the string buffer class, and string buffer class. Class number 3 is the string builder class, Class number 4 is string tokenizer class. Total how many classes in I will discuss next string manipulations here, just 4 classes: string class, string buffer class, string builder class, string tokenizer class. So you know the string class, string data means to represent the group of character array enclosed within the double quotes. So string is nothing but group of characters or character array enclosed within the double quotes. We are using string class, right? That's the string class data. Now here I will start with the string versus string buffer. Nearly I will complete the 6 cases regarding string versus string buffer. So if anyone is asking what is the difference between the string and string buffer, can you please give 6 cases. So for every case I will give the complete explanations. Can please concentrate on the cases. The case 1, so the string versus string buffer, case 1. What is the case 1 here? Coming to case 1, string and string buffer both are final classes. Present in java.lang package. Simple case. So if anyone is asking difference between the string and string buffer both are final classes present in java.lang package. You know final class. Tell me, what do you mean final class? So we are unable to extend the final classes, right? We are unable to create the subclasses. So string and string buffer both are final classes present in which package? Java.lang package. This is the first case. Case number 2. For first case is very easy. Second case. Coming to second case, it's an interview level. The very important interview question. What is the interview question here? The string s1 equal to, within the double quotes I am writing Ratan. String s1 equal Ratan. What is the second one here? I am writing string s2 equal to, I am writing new string of Ratan. It's the frequently asked question in interviews. Frequently asked string s1 equal Ratan, string s2 equal new string of Ratan. What is the difference between first approach and second approach? So both are used to create the object only. So what is the difference between string s1 equal Ratan, string s2 equal new string of Ratan? What is the difference? So coming to string buffer, the string buffer only one approach is there. The string buffer sb equal to, tell me here, new string buffer of, here I am passing Ratan. So total how many approaches are there to create a string object here? 2 approaches. One is by using new operator, one is by without using new operator. How many approaches to create a string object here? 2 approaches. One is by using new operator, one is without using new operator. Ratan, what is the difference? I will give the difference between the first approach and second approach. No problem. So this is a case number 2. So clear? So if you want, I will write the example. So can please check the example once first. So this is edit plus. In the edit plus, it is asking registration code. It's not required. So class name. The class name. Coming to string object. How to create the string object means the string s1 equal to, within the double quotes I am passing Ratan. So system.out.println of, here I am printing just s1, the first approach to create object. The second approach here, string s2 equal to new string of, within the double quotes I am passing control C, control V, here just I am passing s2. String s1 equal to string s2, right? One s1 here. The string buffer is how many approaches are there? Only one approach is there. What is that approach? By using new operator. String buffer sb1 equal to new string buffer of, here just I am passing the data Durga. The system.out.println of sb1. control is save the application local disk G. So you know, string means group of characters or character array enclosed within the double quotes. I hope this type of explanation is not required for you guys. Now here for the string operations I will create one file, the string operations. This is our string operations. This is the data string operations. Anyhow, this is my test file. Here two approaches to create a string object and one approach is there to create a string buffer object. So open the command prompt to compile and execute. Your application is present in local disk G, cd space java by Ratan, cls. So cd space which program, Java programs folder, is Java C. The application name is test.java. System.out.println is a problem because here T is the problem, T is the problem, T is the problem. So compilation errors are common. Anyhow, Java, the class name is what? The class name here? Test class. What is output here? Ratan, Anu, Durga. Example is not a great example. So output is also not a great output. And here two approaches are there to create a string object. One approach is there to create a string buffer object. Now we will discuss what is the difference between without using new operator, by using new operator. The first approach here, so without using new operator, without using, so new. What is the second approach here? So by using new. So don't think about my handwriting, it's little bit difficult, dangerous writing. Try to understand the points. So clear? Good. So string without using new operator means, so in a simple point, the string manipulations in entire Java, the string manipulations only little bit dangerous topic. Remaining all topics are easy, but string manipulations always override. To understand the string manipulations, we must know overriding concept first of all. So anyhow, I will write a string s1 equal to, I am writing Ratan. What is next one here? The string s2 equal to Anu. String s2 equal to Anu. What is the third one here? String s3 equal to, so I am writing Ratan here. Ratan, Anu, Ratan. Three objects I am creating, right? In the same objects I am creating it by using new operator. Tell me how to create the object by using new operator. String s1 equal to, so new string of, here just I am passing Ratan. So the next one is the string s2 equal to new string of Anu, the second data. The third one here, the string s3 equal to new string of, so here I am writing Ratan. We have three objects by using new operator, without using new operator, right? Good. The coming to the first point, when we create the object by without using new operator, the objects are created in SCP memory. So the one of the memory area is called which memory here? SCP memory. What do you mean by SCP, Ratan? String constant pool memory. So when we create the object without using new operator, the objects are created in which memory here? SCP memory, first point. In entire Java, when we create the object by using new operator, the objects are created in heap memory. But how many points here? Just 2 points. When we create the object by using new operator, the objects are created by using new operator, the objects are created in heap memory. Without using new operator, object goes to SCP memory. SCP is also one of the memory area, string constant pool memory. One of the memory area, string constant pool memory, right? This is SCP memory and heap memory, first point. Point number 2. So in SCP area, when we create the first object, directly first object is created with the content Ratan. The reference variable is pointing to the object. What is the reference variable here? S1. S1 is pointing to the object. So when coming to the second object, first object directly it is created, no problem. When coming to next object, when we create the second object, it is always checking, is there any previous object is available with the content Ratan or not? Sorry, the content, what is the second object data here? Anu, right? So it is always checking previous object. Is there any previous object is available with the content Anu or not? Tell me, is there any previous object is available with the content Anu? There is no previous object, right? If there is no previous object means new object is created with the content anu, that S2 is pointing to that object. First object directly created, second object, just before creating object it is always checking all previous objects. Is there any previous object is available with the content anu or not? Not available, object is created. What is third object here, Ratan? So just before creating third object, it is checking is there any previous object is available with the content Ratan or not? Tell me, is there any previous object is available with the content Ratan? Yes, previous object is available. If previous objects are available, it won't create the new object. That reference variable, what is the reference variable here? S3, that reference variable is pointing to existing object only. That reference variable is pointing to existing object. In SCP area, when we create the new object, it is always checking previous object. Is there any previous objects are available or not available? If available, it won't create the new object. That reference variable is pointing to existing object. If not available, then only new object will be created here. So clear? That is called our second point regarding SCP. Coming to heap area, in the heap area it won't check any new object. It won't check any previous object. It directly creating new object. What the first data here? Ratan will be created. The second one is the Anu. The third one is what? Ratan. So three different objects will be created. So S1, S2, S3. This is the second point. So what is the first point? Tell me here. When we create the object without using new operator, the objects are created in SCP area. When we create the object by using new operator, objects are created in which area? Heap area. What is the second point here? When we create the object in SCP area, it is always checking is there any previous objects are available or not. If previous object is not available, then only new object will be created. If previous objects are available, it won't create the new object. That reference variable is pointing to existing object. What is the second one here? In heap area, directly clear the object. Clear? The last point regarding this one, SCP area allows duplicate objects or not. Tell me here, any object is duplicated here? This is a reference variable. Reference variable is pointing to the same object, please don't say duplication. Is there any duplicate objects here? There is no duplicate data. But here concentrate, Ratan object, duplicate data, right? So SCP is not allowed duplicates. Heap area allows duplicate objects. SCP is not allowed duplicate, but heap area allows duplicate objects. So there is a difference between by using new operator and without using new operator. So clear, I hope. Every point is clear. So along this example, based on this example, I will give your double equal to operator information. Double equal to operator, it is used to compare the two reference variable. It is used to check the reference comparison. Double equal to operator is always checking references and it returns boolean value as a return value. So for example, if two reference variables are pointing to same object, then it returns true. Two reference variables are pointing to same object, returns true. Otherwise it returns false. So anyhow, based on double equal to operator, I will write some code here. I am writing just S1 double equal to S2. Tell me two reference variable pointing to same object or different object. S1, S2. So it returns false. So S1 double equal to S3. Both are pointing same object, true. S2 double equal to S3. Two reference point different object, false. So two reference variables are pointing to same object, returns true, otherwise false. Here it is always false. Why? All the reference variables are pointing to different object, right? S1, S2, then it returns false. So S1, S3 also false. S1, S2, S3 also false. Always false. Now concentrate here. String versus string buffer. How many cases are completed? Just two cases completed. So what is the case one here? What is the case one? String and string buffer both are final classes present in java.lang package. Case number 2, two approaches to create a string object by using new operator and without using new operator. and one approach to create a string buffer object, that is by using new operator. So here heap memory, SCPA we discussed, and I used to introduce double equal to operator. What is a double equal to operator? Tell me what the purpose of double equal to operator. It is used to compare the two reference variable. If two reference variables are pointing to same object, it is true, otherwise false. For example, if you want practical, I will implement your double equal to operator. So this is the case number 2. The string manipulations we'll discuss. First class is a string class. The second one is the string buffer class, string builder class, string builder class. The last one is a string tokenizer class. These 4 classes we'll discuss in string manipulations. And string versus string buffer. String versus, if anyone is asking difference between string versus string buffer, now we are discussing cases. The case 1 I discussed. What is the case 1? So both are final classes. Both are final classes present in java.lang package. Present in java.lang package. You know that point, right? Case 2. So 2 approaches to create a string object. 2 approaches to create string object. What are the 2 approaches? The number 1. So without using new operator. So without using new operator. Number 2, B. By using new operator. Without using new operator and by using new operator. So what is one approach to create a string buffer object? One approach to create string buffer object. What is that approach here? By using new operator, right? By using new operator. There is a case 2 example also completed. So at last at completion of string manipulations, to give the overview, this points required. That's the reason I am copy pasting every point. Case 2 is 2 approaches to create a string object and 1 approach to create a string buffer object, right? This is our case 2. So the next one here, in the case 2 only, I will introduce the double equal to operator. Tell me what is the purpose of double equal to operator? It performs which comparison? It performs reference comparison. It performs reference comparison. So and it returns which value? So boolean value as a return value. Boolean value as a return value. If 2 reference variables are pointing to same object, it returns true, otherwise it returns false, right? It returns true and returns false. Reference comparison. Now in the above example, I completed a small diagram also, right? So you know that point. There is a case number 2 and a case 3. What is the case 3? The case 3 is a little bit every case is important. Don't think this case is important, this case is not important. In Corejava level also, in Corejava level, don't think this topic is important, this topic is not important. Don't think this topic is important, this topic is not important. In Corejava level, every topic is important, because in high-end level like Android, Selenium, HADOOP, Salesforce, ADF, so number of technologies are using Java. In the technologies, we are using in-depth Corejava. So Corejava, this topic is important, collection is important. Collection is important means exception handling is not important. Exception handling is not important. Important means package is not important. Oops concept is important. Package is important. Threading is important. Everything is important. So this information regarding what? Your 2 cases are completed. Case number 3. So what is the case number 3 means? Now simple case. Next one we will discuss about the case 3. So what is the case 3? In the case 3, I am writing string class. The string S1, so in the double quotes Ratan. String S1 double quotes Ratan. I used S1.concat method to add the data. Use the concat method. Concat of soft. The system.out.println of just I am printing S1. What is the output? String S1 equal Ratan, S1.concat of soft. S1 dot concat of soft, I am printing S1. In the same way, string buffer SB equal to new string buffer of, I am printing Ratan, here also Ratan. So string means what is the method name to add the data? Concat method. To add the data, use concat method. And string buffer means, can you please use the method? The method name is called append method. Method name is called the append method. So here I used soft. Now system dot out dot println of SB. Tell me in this case what is the output? So concentrate. String to append the data, concat method. String buffer to append the data, append method. So class are different, methods are different, but functionality is same. To add the data only, right? Tell me in this case what is the output? Immediately you are saying what is the output, tell me. It's your immediate output. So you are writing Ratan-soft, right? Can please check the example. So here check the example. First let me complete the example practically. String S1 equal to, within the double quotes, I am writing Ratan. In the same way, for the method name here, S1 dot, the method name is called concat method. S1 dot concat of, I am writing what? Soft. So here, after concating the data, just I am trying to print the data, the system dot out dot println of S1. This is our string data. In the same way, string buffer data also. What is the string buffer data here? So string buffer SB equal to new string buffer of, here just I am passing Durga, and to add the data here, what is the method name here? SB dot, the method name is called append method. SB dot append of, within the double quotes, I am adding soft. Now system dot out dot println of. Now tell me in this case what is output here? SB. So here this is my string data and string buffer data, right? Good. So the next one, when I compile this application, code is compiled fine. So can please execute the application. After executing, can please try to check the output here. In output, what is the output here? This is the Ratan is printed. Here DURGASOFT is printed. So in the first string class, here what is the data? Here Ratan is printed. Here what is the output here? DURGASOFT. Here data is modified. But in the string class, data is modified or not modified here? Data is not modified, right? Good. So concentrate. Here, once we create the string object, the data is fixed. Once we create the string object, the data is fixed. It is not possible to perform modifications on existing object. That behavior is called immutable nature. That behavior is called what? So immutable nature. Once we create the string object, if you are trying to do the modifications, but the modifications are not allowed. So that nature is called immutable nature. But tell me, once we create the string buffer object, it is possible to perform modifications on existing object, right? So it is possible to perform modifications on existing object means this nature is called immutable nature. So string is immutable nature, modifications are not allowed. String buffer is a mutable nature, modifications are allowed. So that is a case number 3. So concentrate. We discussed how many cases here? 3 cases. Case number 1, both are final classes present in java.lang package. Case number 2, 2 approaches to create object and 1 approach to create object. So you know double equal to operator also. And case 3, string is a immutable class and string buffer is the mutable nature. String buffer is the mutable nature. I hope points are clear. I completed how many cases here? 3 cases are completed. If anyone is asking differences, these cases are enough. Total how many cases I covered here? 3 cases. And 3 more cases are there. So total how many cases? Total 6 cases. Next one is the case number 4. So what is the case number 4? The case number 4 is important. So in the case number 4, we will discuss about toString method. So you know, it's a very important method in Java, in entire Java. That method name is called toString. First of all, I will discuss the basic information about toString and 1 or 2 examples regarding toString. Once the basic information is completed, then I will work with the string. So then I'll apply toString method and string buffer. Point is clear. First of all, I will complete the basic information regarding string, toString, one or two examples. Once the basic information is completed, then we will discuss what. So string versus toString, string buffer versus toString. Clear? Good. Now tell me here, toString method in entire Java, when we print the reference variable, I hope up to now we are not printing any reference variables in my videos. Today I will print the reference variable. In Java, when we print the reference variable, internally it is calling toString method. In Java, whenever we are printing reference variable, internally it is calling which method? toString method. Then toString is belongs to which class? toString is belongs to object class. I will show practically. So concentrate, the toString method, when the toString method is called, when we print the reference variable in Java, toString method will be executed. I hope everyone knows that point. So the practical I will implement that point. So here, you can please check the example. Don't think about the string and string buffer. First toString basic information. I am creating test t equal new test. I am printing reference variable. How to print the reference variable here? System.out.println of t. Whenever we are printing reference variable, internally it is calling which method? toString method. So both lines are, two lines are equal. Now do the compilation. Code is compiled. Code is executed. It prints some test at the rate some data, some hexadecimal number. That hexadecimal number is called a hash code. That hexadecimal number is called a hash code. So clear? Whenever we are printing reference variable, it is calling which method? toString method. I called in that example, I called t.toString, right? So when we call the t.toString, first of all, the compiler will check the toString method in which class? Test class. First it will check the toString test class. In the test class, any toString method I am writing here? So whenever we are calling t.m1, m1 method will be checked in which class? Test class. T represent test class in all videos. T represent for test class only, right? T.m1 means m1 method belongs to test class. T.toString means toString method belongs to which class? Test class. But the test class any toString method here? A test class contains any toString method? There is no toString method, right? If the test class doesn't contain toString method, the parent class toString is executed. Who is the parent class of test class? There is no parent. If there is no parent in Java, by default, what is the parent class? Object class, right? Now in that example, in the screen, in that example, which class toString is executed? Object class toString method will be executed. Point is clear. Object class toString method will be executed. So can please check the example. When we call the t.toString, toString method will be checked in the t class. T class means test class. Test class there is no toString method. So internally it is extending which class? Object class. If you are not extending any class, the internally extends which class? Object class. Then object class toString executed. So first let me check what is the object class method implementation. To check the object class data, how to check the predefined support? Java p command, Java p, java.lang.object. So concentrate here, toString method is available or not available here? Available. Public java.lang.string toString. In entire Java, the toString method return type is always string object. The toString method return type is always which object here? String object. Clear? Good. So for example, what is the implementations? Internally the object class implementation is shown like this. So the method name is public, return type is what? Return type is always string. The method name is the toString method. So what it returns, Ratan? It returns string data. Which data here? It returns class name. So what is the class name here? So test is a class name, right? It returns class name at the rate. It represents string representation of object. Just it prints what? String representation of object. Class name at the rate it prints the hash code. a class name at the rate hash code will be printed. So what is the class name here? Test is a class name, at the rate corresponding hash code will be printed. So clear? Now, so concentrate, Ratan, what do you mean by hash code? I hope everyone knows hash code, right? So hash code means unique identification number of object. For example, employees. Every employee contains employee ID, right? Every employee contains employee ID. Every object contains hash code. Here to identify the employees uniquely. Here to identify the objects uniquely. Hash code is a hexadecimal number. Hash code is a unique identification hexadecimal number generated by JVM to identify the objects uniquely. So tell me what is the point here? Hash code is a unique identification number generated by JVM to identify the objects uniquely. That is called our hash code. So if you want a object of hash code, can please use the get hash code method directly. Object.hashcode method, it returns the hash code, obviously, no problem at all. Now in this example, so whenever the object class toString is executed, now what happened here? Object class toString method returns class name at the rate hash code. So in entire Java, whenever the object class toString method will be executed, it returns class name at the rate hash code. So in this example, object class toString executed, it returns class name at the rate corresponding hash code will be printed. So clear? So very important is given. I'm giving more explanations. So this is a basic example regarding toString method. So this is my case number 4, right? This is my case number 4. In the case number 4, we will discuss about toString method. The toString method generally it belongs to which class? Object class. The object class toString returns class name at the hash code. Hash code is the unique identification number of object generated by JVM to identify the objects uniquely. That is our example 1 regarding hash code. Example 1. What is the next one here? Example 2. In the example 2, so concentrate. I hope everyone knows this example. Class employee, int employee ID, string employee ID. If you don't know this example, can please check the previous videos. So don't ask Ratan, can please explain clearly this example. This everything is the dependency. So here int employee ID, string employee name. I am writing constructor. Constructor just used to initialize the values. Here I declared int employee ID. I declared string employee name. Convert the local variables. Anyhow, you know these variables are which variables here? Instance variables.